All right, so y'all, the title of today's lesson is Judgments Concerning Our Neighbor. I know last week, we've been kind of going into, you know what I'm saying, dealing with our brothers and sisters. One thing I done picked up on the last 2 years, last 3 years, really, last 4 years from being at the old class is this is a time of year where the warfare it heat up around this time. It be all type of squads. Be all all type of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff popping out. So the reason for these lessons, because this really in my spare time when I've been studying these last few weeks, I just been on the Torah and on the judgments and on the love. You know what I'm saying? Just been dealing with that. So this where these lessons been coming from, and just keeping our foot on Satan's neck as well. Knowing how he gonna come, knowing how he play around this time of the year, we putting these vibrations out to combat all them spirits of division, you know what I'm saying, all that. But today it's a real light lesson, you know what I'm saying, not too heavy. We're just taking it back to the basics, and we're gonna look at the law, you know what I'm saying, what all the law does. You know, I know we say we got to keep the commandments, you know what I'm saying, it was statutes that came with it, precepts and judgments. It was a little tree I was just scribbled on some paper, you know what I'm saying. You got the law, all right, the law, which is the commandments in its totality. Then underneath it, you got things that branch out from it. You got laws or commandments, then you got precepts, you got judgments, you got statutes. So sometimes in the scriptures, a lot of those words can be interchangeable, but they all have their own definition. So we're going to get into the definitions to see exactly what exactly is a judgment, what exactly is a statute, what exactly is a precept. And then you're going to see how vast the law is. Then we're going to get into some judgments showing how that the Torah even speaks to us, the things that's not written in the Torah. It's just certain things you can look at the law and take from it and use it and apply it when dealing with your brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to be looking at today. All right, we're going to start this out in Matthew 22. Matthew 22. Matthew 22. We're going to pick this up at verse 34. Matthew 22 and verse 34. When you get it, go ahead.
But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him, saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law?
See that? So back then, our people, we kind of categorize the laws greater and lesser. Right, like you had the script tell you in 1 John, I believe you have some sins that's under death,
right,
and some sins that's not. So when you go on the Torah and you see if thou commit this crime, thou should be put to death. You know what I'm saying? But it's some in there when you do this, you know, bring turtle doves. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's like you got felonies, then you got misdemeanors. You know what I'm saying? So they asked, and they were like, they thought they was tripping them up. Like, let's see if he know the great laws and the lesser laws. Which one is the greater law? All right, go ahead.
Yeshua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
Yeah.
This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt do what?
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Okay, go ahead.
On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
All right, so he did something that Moses did, right? Moses got 600 plus commandments, summed them all up in 10, right? He took the 600, he took the 10, summed them all up in 2. Like if you was in the rush and somebody was like, hey, bro, what I supposed to be doing? You know what I'm saying? What I supposed to be doing as far as the word? You be like, oh, bro, long story short, love the Most High with all your mind, heart, and soul, and love your neighbor is yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then when you go and look in the law and it's different ways, it's different situations showing you how you love your neighbor. when this situation come up, when this instance happen. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna that's what the statutes is for.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Another word for statute we're gonna read is an enactment or when you act something out. So the statutes show you what to do in certain situations, in certain circumstances, right? All right, so he said, on these two hang all the law and the prophets, right? So let's go to Romans 13. Romans 13. Romans the 13th chapter. So you can sum all them laws up into two principles, right? Love the Most High and love His people. Plain
That's
and
right.
simple. Right? So if somebody asks, well, where do I start with this thing? Right there. Them two principles right there. Then you got two tables of stone. One is for showing you how to love the Most High, and the other one is to show you how to love your
There
neighbor.
you go.
Right? So this is Romans 13, read 8 through 14. Romans 13, 8 through 14.
Oh, no man anything but to love one another.
Okay.
For he that loveth another has fulfilled the law.
All right. So when you ask, if I ask everybody, if I went around this room and asked everybody what love is, I know what y'all gonna say. It's keeping other commandments. We gonna have the same answer. But if we were to go out in that lobby and ask everybody that's out there, you're gonna get a different answer from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody really know what love is. They always gonna equate it to a feeling, but it's an action. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to show love under any circumstance. If this brother wronged you, we gonna read. If this brother they got in your field and they ate your best, you know what I'm saying? How do you still show love after that? The law tell you how.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna get into all that. Go ahead.
Verse 9. For this thou shalt not commit adultery.
Okay.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not covet. If there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Man, so Paul teach the same thing his teacher taught.
Come on, bro.
Right? It is briefly comprehended in love thy neighbor as thyself. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Yeah.
Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
It's what?
The fulfilling of the law.
Also, love, it just gave you a definition of love. It ain't had nothing to do with no feeling.
Come on, bro.
Right? It's the fulfilling of the law. Go ahead.
And that knowing the time that is not that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. Yeah. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Yeah. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy.
See that? He's saying, he said the day is at hand.
Yes, sir.
When the Messiah was on this earth in his ministry, he lived with a sense of urgency. He told him, he was like, look, it's 12 hours in the day. I must work while it's day.
Come on, bro.
When it's night, no man works. Because he knew it was, look, my ministry coming to an end. I gotta work while I can. You know what I'm saying? We need to put out the works of darkness, the works of strife, the works of envying, the works of backbiting, tail bearing, the backs of just being suppressing the situation instead of going, you know what I'm saying, dealing directly, them works of darkness. You know what I'm saying? It's time to put that out. Go ahead.
But put ye on the master Yeshua HaMashiach and make no provision for the flesh.
Make no what?
Provision for the flesh.
Provision for the flesh. Yeah. Let's see what provision means.
Come on, brother.
See what provision means.
Indulging.
Provision.
What they doing?
It say make no provision for the flesh. Finish that off.
Make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
To fulfill the lust thereof. Let's see what this talking about. As soon as it pull up.
I gotta get off that Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm on. Okay, here we go. Provision. It's G4307, y'all. And it says forethought. So forethought meaning planning to do some sin before you do it. All right, so make no forethought to the flesh. Let me like, when my woman go to work, I'm gonna slide over here to my other wife that you ain't told her about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's provision. You sneaking and freaking and geeking. You know what I'm saying?
Plotting scheme.
Making provision for the flesh.
Yeah, plotting scheme.
When everybody leave the house, I'm gonna pull out these bag of pork rinds.
Hot sauce.
Throw them in the trash and take the trash out before everybody get back home. So you giving forethought to the flesh. You know what I'm saying? So that was it on that.
That was 14, brother.
All right. It says providential curse. So you making sure you take all the precautions that you don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? Paul said don't do that. And this before you even do the act. So he dealing with right
That's
here,
it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That brother, he barely threw the four up at me last time. I'm gonna avoid him today because he acting a little way. So you planning to avoid your brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like before you even do it. So they were Paul dealing with like cut it off right here. Don't make no forethought to fulfill the lust of the flesh. Then it says to make a provision for a thing. Forethought, provident care will supply providence provision. All right, so that was it on that. Let's go to the next spot. Let's go to 1 John chapter 3. 1 John chapter 3. First John chapter 3. Like I said, man, this is just a lesson to do a little fine tuning before these feasts start.
Mm-hmm.
We got Purim coming up. Then we got, matter of fact,
today we go been doing something today
at the at sundown. It totally slipped my mind. You know what I'm saying? The Feast of Nicanor. I seen Agmali do a lesson last night. I was like, I ain't how that slipped.
Right.
I'm so focused on Purim and all that. And forgot about that one. So it's sundown, you know what I'm saying? Go read about that in the Maccabees. The Feast of Nicanor and Judah Maccabees. Well, right now we in 1 John chapter 3. 1 John chapter 3. Shalom, sis. Glad you doing all right. Good to see you recovering well. May the Most High continue to give you speedy recovery. Yeah. 1 John chapter 3. Let's pick it up at verse 1. 1 John chapter 3, verse 1.
Behold, what manner of love the Abba hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of Yah. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not.
You see that? The world don't know, they don't recognize you. They don't accept you because they don't know your father. Right now, they gonna be whispering with each other when it's potluck season, holiday season at the job, and you over there in the corner reading your script while everybody shoving pork down their throat. You know what I'm saying? They don't recognize that. The world don't, because they don't know the Father. But everybody that's at that potluck claim, I love the Lord. I know he'd heard my cry.
Yeah, right.
Man, the Most High not listening to nothing you saying.
That's right.
He not even looking at you, because if he had to look at you, he'd kill you.
That's it.
You know who his eyes are on? The righteous. To spur you, to keep from killing you, he got to look at the righteous.
Come on, bro.
Because don't in the Torah say, if a man see his brother going off, it don't say nothing.
Leviticus 19.
You going off, so he would be violating his own law if he looked at the wicked and didn't do nothing. He don't even look at y'all. He look at his righteous, his sons of God, to keep from whacking y'all. Just like he did with Abraham and Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's it, bro.
Right? Go ahead.
Beloved, now we the sons of Yah, and it does not yet appear what we shall be.
So even though we don't have our glorious bodies yet, we still can call ourselves the sons of children of the living power.
That's it, bro.
Go ahead.
But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
Read verse 3.
And every man that has this hope in him, this hope.
So the hope that he's talking about is what he just said in verse 2. That when it says that when he appears, we should be like him. If you had that belief, what?
In him I'm sorry, I'm gonna start that over. And every man that hath this hope in him purifies himself.
You cleanse yourself. With just that belief, you can cleanse yourself. Go ahead.
Even as he is pure.
Yeah.
Whoso committed sin transgresses also the law. For sin is a transgression of the law.
That's right. Sin is transgression of the law. Go ahead.
And ye know that he was manifest to take away our sins, and in him is no sin.
All right. So how could a conscious Israelite still sit up and say, well, you know, I'm just a sinner, brother.
Okay.
But see, the Messiah came to take that away. So you can't use that excuse. If that was his whole point of coming and dying, why is you still up here claiming, well, brother, I'm just a sinner? And but you not fighting to not sin.
Right.
That's what sets you apart from everybody else. Okay, yeah, we in this flesh, we gonna fall short, but are you trying to fall short? Right? Or are you fighting not to fall short? That's what the Most High looking at. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Whoso abideth in him sinneth not. Whosoever sinneth has not seen him, neither known him.
So that ain't no gray area around that. That's
cut and dry.
Plain and simple. If you continue in the sin, even after you didn't claim you know the truth, if you didn't stayed in sin, you ain't never been in the light. You just been fooling yourself this whole time. You ain't never been in the light. Go ahead.
Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous.
Let no man deceive you, even yourself.
You
know what I'm saying? I done came on the Sabbath day. I done kept the feast day. But how was your spirit on them days?
That's right.
See, that let no man deceive you, including yourself. We can deceive ourselves into thinking, man, I'm good.
Straight.
I'm good. But see, he say, the righteous gonna make it in. They gonna barely make it. The righteous.
Yeah, the righteous gonna scarcely make it in, brother.
So think about how high of a standard that is to me. If the righteous is barely gonna make it.
Where should the sinner and the ungodly appear?
So if you halfway with this thing, you ain't got nothing coming. Man, if you ain't going all out every day, like this your last 24, man, you I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Go ahead.
He that committed sin is of the devil. For the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose, the Son of Yah was manifest, that he might destroy the works of the devil. That's right. Whosoever is born of Yah does not commit sin.
That's plain and simple, right?
That's simple and plain, bro.
A lot of these brothers don't want to deal with scripts like that. Like, he don't commit sin. Well, what we in this flesh? Yeah, that's what it say, don't it?
That's what it say.
He that is born of Yah don't commit. So if you've been born again, you don't intentionally go out there and go against the Most.
Right.
Right. You don't go and choose the evil over the good. That's intentionally. Right. And then even when you do mess up, immediate repentance. That's what set David apart.
That's it.
That what set all the righteous men apart. Because they got stories in here written about them righteous men and righteous memorials left behind. Don't mean they ain't mess up. But when they did, immediate repentance. When Saul messed up, what he do? Kept messing up, no repentance.
Come on, bro.
When Esau messed up, yeah, he cried, but that wasn't no true repentance. All right, go ahead.
For his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin because he is born of Yah.
That's right.
In this the children of Yah manifest, and the children of the devil.
This is how you know who the children of God and who the children of the devil. Go ahead.
Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of Yah, neither that loveth not his brother.
So if you don't love your brother, whoever that may be, even if he's an enemy right now, you don't love your brother, you're not of the Most High.
Clarify that enemy, bro. Clarify what you said about that enemy.
Enemy of your own people?
Yeah. Clarify that.
So we ain't talking about like KKK Klansmen that attempted to snatch your child up. We ain't talking about that.
Enemies within Israel.
We talking about enemies within Israel. Cause then he say your foes was gonna be there in your own household. Yeah. Right. So and then you might have a little heathen on your job that bother you every once in a while, but your beefs that you beef with every day, it ain't even with the heathens, it's with your own people. So when we go into these judgments, we gonna be talking about dealing with our own. Right? What verse we at?
We're at verse 11, brother.
Go ahead.
For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another.
That's right.
Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. Wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteous.
Right.
Marvel not, my brother, if the world hate you. We know that we have passed from death unto life, because we love the brethren.
That's right.
He that loveth not his brother abideth in death.
Hold on. Do what?
Abideth in death.
So you never left death. If you hate your brother, you continuing on the path of death. You never left that path. That's what abide means, to continue to stay somewhere.
Right.
You ain't never left if you hate your brother. Go ahead.
This is one of my favorite verses. Whoso hated his brother is a murderer. And ye know that no murderer has eternal life abiding in him.
Plain and simple. Go ahead.
Hereby perceive we the love of Yah, because he laid down his life for us.
Yeah.
And we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren.
Plain and simple. That's the love of Yah. You know what I'm saying? We should, if it came down to it, everybody in here should be ready to get a life for anybody in this room right now. And especially if you a man up in here, like, man, look, it's going down behind people up in this room, especially these babies and these women. Oh no, we finna get it. And then the script saying the Apocrypha, don't be afraid when thou sittest in judgment for that. You see what I'm saying? That's righteous. They're gonna be the last thing you were doing before you left this earth. That's beautiful to me.
And then on the spiritual side, laying down your life for your brothers and sisters. I mean, it shouldn't be nothing that should be coming between y'all in an assembly that should be where you looking at your pride or your self-esteem or your how you gonna be perceived. You laying down your life, your reputation or whatever for your brothers and sisters so you can make peace. That's another form of laying down your life.
Yeah.
Where your pride ain't so much puffed up in you where you
Right.
Yeah, that too. Right. I'm just saying, what you gonna do to make it right? What are you willing to do to make it right between your brother, your sister, and putting your ego or your pride aside? You see what I'm saying? That's laying down your life too.
Yeah.
You saying because you ain't doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Christ, he could have said, man, get them jokes. Let's start over, Father. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna listen anyway.
And then think about how Mashiach can honor you on that last day for doing what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like you were so unselfish to where you died to protect your brother, your brethren. That's the same thing I did for y'all.
Right.
You think Mashiach ain't gonna honor that, man? Right. Please. He got a white robe with your name on it for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the Father always ready to cut the tree down.
Yeah.
He just say, man, cut it down, get rid of it.
Yeah.
And Yeshua like, oh, let me work with it a little bit.
Yeah.
But the Father, he ready to chop it down.
The Father, man, that's a consuming fire. Mr. On Fire.
Yeah, he on fire.
Mr. Father, Mr. On Fire. They say in the when our forefathers saw his presence, it looked like a consuming fire.
That's it, bro.
So this picture of Yeshua one sitting there, man, we'll be burnt up. If he went there, be like, hold on, Father, I got him.
That's right.
Man, we'll be through booking, bro. For real. Go ahead.
17.
Yeah. But
whoso hath this world's goods and seeth his brother have need and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of Yah in him?
Plain and simple, right?
That's it, bro.
Plain and simple. All right, let's go to Psalms 119. So we're finna do a little word, looking up some words in here. And now we're not finna read the whole chapter.
That's a whole 200 verses.
I wouldn't do y'all like that.
What you say?
Psalms 119.
I wouldn't do y'all like that. Psalms 119. Let's see. Let me get her on my blue letter. Future weeks, we're gonna be able to screen share. That way, we gotta wait till I get her on my phone. And now we're gonna pick it up at verse 17, y'all. Hold on. Let me get that. We're gonna pick it up at verse 17.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's get it. Verse 17.
Psalms 119.
Verse 17.
Verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Deal bountifully with thy servant,
Mm,
that I may live and keep thy word.
okay.
Open thou mine eyes,
Mm.
that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law.
What kind of things out the law?
Wondrous things out of thy law.
Oh, so it's wondrous things in the Torah. So the Torah is not just surface level. It's not just thou shalt not covet, and that's it. Don't steal from that brother, and that's it.
Right.
Nah, it's wondrous things in the law. All right, so right here I got the blue letter pulled up. We're gonna look at law and wonders. All right, so check this out. I'm gonna do wondrous first. Wondrous things. This is H6381 pala. It's a verb. It says to be marvelous, to be marvelous, to be wonderful, be surpassing, extraordinary, right? So very unusual things. That's extraordinary, right? Marvelous means amazing, excellent. So show me excellent things, show me unusual things out of your law. Now, when we apply Torah and then we look at the ways of the world, ain't Torah unusual to what the status quo is? Right? So David is basically asking, show me how to be unusual. Show me how to be excellent. Show me how to be marvelous, extraordinary, peculiar. All right, so back to the outline of biblical usage. Separate by distinguishing action. Wow, to be beyond one's power, be difficult to do, to be difficult to understand, wonderful, to be extraordinary. So now let's look at the law. He says, show me wondrous things out of that law. Law is H8451 Torah, right? It says law, direction, instruction, direction, human or divine. Now check this out. Body of prophetic teachings, instructions in messianic age, body of priestly direction or instruction, body of legal directive. So within the law, there's direction, there's instruction in the law. It's a body of prophetic teachings. You know what I'm saying? You got prophecies all throughout the Torah.
Yes, sir.
Then it says it's instructions in the messianic age. So you can look in the Torah and get instructions about the Messiah and his time. Yes, all this is what builds up the Torah.
Come on, bro.
All right. So read on.
Verse 19.
I
am a stranger in the earth. Hide not thy commandments from me.
Yeah.
My soul breaketh for the longing that it has unto thy judgment at all times.
The judgments, huh? All right, go ahead.
Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from thy command.
Yeah.
Remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept thy testimonies.
Yeah.
Princes also did sit and speak against me, but thy servant did meditate in thy statutes.
All right, stop right there. So now let's get testimonies. Let's get the word testimonies. Verse 22. Let's get the word testimony. See what that is. So far, just by reading about the law, what we got? We got a body of prophetic notes. You know what I'm saying? Information about the messianic age, priestly notes. All this is in the Torah, right? It's just not consistent of the 10 Commandments. You got all this in there. All right, so testimony is H5713 adopt. Testimony, witness, always plural and always of laws as divine testimony. So when we talking about a testimony, what are we talking about? A witness. And when you in court, a witness brings what? Evidence you.
Right.
So in the Torah, there's testimonies of what? Evidence that applying the Torah works.
There you go, bro.
Evidence where we read the law, messianic age, testimonies of what the Messiah would look like when he came in the flesh. Right? You got shadows, like it say, prophetic teachings in Genesis, in Exodus, in Judges, right? All throughout that Old Testament that lead up to the Messiah, that it give you glimpses of him. So when he came on the scene, you was supposed to be like, oh, okay, born of a virgin. That was unusual birth like Isaac. His mother had him in her old age. You know what I'm saying? What else? Look at Joseph. We just did something on Joseph. Hated of his brethren, sent to his brethren by his father. Ended up giving his brethren a piece of land for inheritance, which was Goshen. Just like the Messiah gonna do his brethren, give us Israel back, right? So all through their testimonies. All right, let's keep reading. Now we said statutes. Let's get statutes. Then we're gonna continue on. Statutes. Statutes is H2706. H2706. And well, let me let him read that one out.
Strong's H2706. Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah. What he said. So it's the outline of biblical usage is statute, limit, ordinance, something prescribed due, prescribed task, prescribed portion, action prescribed. So now the statutes is the actual application of what you read. You see what I'm saying? So I gave you laws, statutes, and judgment. I gave you what to do. Then I'm showing you how to do it. And I'm showing you when to execute it, which is the judgment.
There you go, brother.
You see that? So that's why this chart, that sparked me to make this chart. So I'm like, all this, the law is in its totality. Then all these things is within the law, which builds right back up to this right here. All right. So then you got testimonies. You got witnesses in the Torah that show you when it's applied that these things bring on blessings. Look at Abraham. Look at Moses. Testimonies. Then you got statute judgment. So it says enactment, right? What's an enactment? Enactment is to act something out. So the statutes is the how-to, right? And then it says the decree, the ordinance, specific decree, law in general, enactment, statutes, conditions. So now the Torah dealing with circumstance, right? So the statute is going to tell you how to and when to, right? So y'all, this is all just in a couple of verses.
Same way the court system set up.
Yeah, same way the court system set up, right? So keep reading. What verse we at?
We at verse 25.
Now let's skip to verse 97 now.
All right.
Skip to verse 97. Verse 97. Pick it up and read.
Oh, how I love thy law.
Yeah.
It is my meditation all the day. through thy commandments has made me wiser than mine enemies.
Right.
For they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers. For thy testimonies are my meditation.
You see what his meditation is? The evidence, the testimonies, the witnesses. Like, dang, this when Abraham was caught up in this situation, he did this and it worked for him. Let me apply it. You see what I'm saying? The testimonies is his meditation. He thinking about when all his forefathers was in the same life situations you was in and what they did, how they applied the Torah and when it worked for them. Let that be your meditation. All right, go ahead.
I understand more than the ancients because I keep thy precepts.
Keep thy precepts. Go ahead.
I have refrained my feet from every evil way that I might keep thy word. I have not departed from thy judgments, for thou hast taught me. How sweet are thy words unto my taste. Yeah, sweeter than honey in my mouth.
That's right.
To my mouth, I'm sorry. Through thy precepts, I get understanding.
That's right.
Therefore, I hate every false way.
I hate every false way. All right. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 4. Deuteronomy chapter 4. So he gave you the law, and within the law, he gave you commandments, precepts, judgments, and statutes. So within all that is what to, how to, and when to. You see what I'm saying?
And examples of.
And examples of, right. All this is in our law. So that's why when brothers like Paul say the law is good, this is why. Because look what all this giving us. It's giving us everything we need to know. Deuteronomy 4, 1-8.
Right. Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live and go in and possess the land which the Master Elohim of your fathers giveth you.
Okay.
Ye shall not add unto the word in which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it.
That's right.
That ye may keep the commandments of Yod Hey Wav Hey your power, which I command you.
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes have seen what the Lord did because of Baal Peor. For all the men that follow Baal Peor, the Master Elohim has destroyed them from among you. But ye did cleave unto your Lord, and your power are alive, every one of you, this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as my master, the everlasting Elohim, commanded me.
You see that I taught you statutes and judgments, right? I showed you when certain conditions come up, how to enact these laws, and I showed you when to execute them, the judgments. When this come up, what's the judgment for this? Well, this brother stole from me. Well, how do we make sure you get restitution for this? That's the judgment. What's the judgment on the situation? He showed us how to do all this, y'all. Go ahead.
In the 5.
Yeah.
That ye should do so in the land whither thou goest to possess it.
That's right.
Keep ye therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a great nation. This great nation is a wise and understanding people.
You see that when the outside nations who don't have this law, you see what I'm saying, who love the world, who operate like the world, when they see us applying this stuff right here, instead of when somebody steal from us, instead of beating them down or shooting them, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, nah, the elders hold you accountable. You got to pay 4 for that. You took 1, you got to replace that with 4. Like our Torah say. Nation's gonna look at that and be like, dang, you ain't gonna take that brother to court, you ain't gonna sue him or nothing. No. This our legislation right here, because the person that got something stole from them, that don't do them no good. They stuff gone and he's sitting in jail. And they still not getting their stuff back. So they go to show you, man, this law system out here is not righteous. That ain't righteous. My car gone, he locked up, but I still ain't got no car. Then got to come out my pocket to get another car. Yeah. And then they gonna give me all types of hell being a young black man trying to get a car. Like when I was trying to get that car, I walked in. I'm here to get an auto loan. Young lady looked at me, and it had been a few weeks. I wasn't clean shaved, and nothing came in there looking a little rough. Auto loan. I said, yeah, I didn't stutter. You know what I'm saying? Then she started pulling up my stuff, so I had credit. You know, they don't talk to you good when you got bad credit. She pulled my stuff up. She be like, oh, Mr. Butler, how much you say? I be like, oh, look at you. Look at you. See, they our own people stereotype, though. Our own people stereotype. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
For what nation is there so great, who has Yah so nigh to them, as the master of our Elohim is in all things that we call upon him for?
Some things.
All things that we call upon him
See
for.
that, y'all? We got a direct red line to the heavens.
He on the main line.
He on the main line for us, for real. For real. When one of them Israelites that doing what they supposed to do called out.
That's right, brother.
He like this. Hold on, y'all. One of my kids saying something down here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law?
This law.
Which I set before you this day. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligent.
Yeah.
Lest thou forget the things which thy eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them to thy sons and thy sons' sons, especially in the day that thou stoodest before Yahweh thy power in Horeb. When Yahweh said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my word, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children.
All right, so we read in verse 9, it said, take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen. So, you know what I'm saying? If you don't apply this thing, yeah, prayer is good, meditation is good, reading is good, but application, that's what's gonna tie everything in. That we're gonna start unlocking. You're gonna start seeing miracles in your life. You're gonna start seeing the Most High move on your life. You know what I'm saying? The application. So if you're not applying this, you're gonna forget. It's gonna depart from your mind. You know what I'm saying? It could be a day or two. If I just had like a hellacious busy week, or it could be like a day, a stretch where I go like a day. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, dang, I start forgetting certain scripts. I'd be like, oh, let me get back in this book real quick. Then as soon as I crack the book open, everything just start flowing. You know what I'm saying? Going to show me like, hey, don't go too long without getting some of this manna right here.
That's it, bro.
Come back and get you a few manna chips, a little glass of milk. You know what I'm saying? Read you a Torah portion, about 3 to 6 chapters every day. That's enough for you to meditate on for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the next spot. Let's go back to Psalms 119, but we're gonna read one verse.
All right.
And then we're finna get into this Torah portion. Psalms 119 and verse 160. Psalms 119 and verse 160. Psalms 119 and 160. Go ahead.
Thy word is true from the beginning.
Right.
And every one of thy righteous judgments endure forever.
You see that? Thy righteous judgments endure forever. So when something endures, you know what I'm saying, it remains firm through any type of hardship or scrutiny.
That's right, bro.
So since the judgments of the Most High it remain forever, that means it's effective for all generations, for all the past generations, all the present all the future generations.
Come on, bro.
So you can't, when you pull these scripts out with our people, they'll tell you that was just in the old times. See, we ain't got no oxes or nothing like that. But the scripts say these judgments is good for all, it endures for all generations. So even though the times changed, it didn't take away the effectiveness from the scripts. It's man that think because the time's different that these things don't apply.
Right.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? But we finna go back in this Torah, read these judgments, and then we gonna show how we can apply these things today. Yeah, we might not got no ox, but the principle of the situation can still be applied. Right? So let's go up in there. Let's go to Exodus 21st chapter. Let's get it. Let's get it. Exodus 21. Exodus 21, and then we're gonna go and show how the Messiah was applying this same law, this same thing. All right, Exodus 21, pick it up at verse 1.
Now these,
I'm sorry.
Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them.
So this was after he gave the 10 commandments, so it wasn't just 10 commandments, and that was it. We got judgments too. Go ahead.
If thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years shall he serve, and in the 7th year he shall go out free for nothing.
See, that's why I can't read that Bible. Y'all had slaves and look. Matter of fact, let's deal with it. Let's go to Leviticus. Hold the spot. Let's go to Leviticus 25. Because I know somebody watching this, they probably got the same questions, probably been hearing the same nonsense. The Bible got slaves in the Bible? Yeah. But there were certain conditions where where a Hebrew would have to become a slave. Certain conditions. In one, we went and grabbed some Hebrews out their own house and beat them and raped them. And,
there you go, bro.
Oh, that ain't what that's talking about. That ain't what that's talking about.
It started 35.
Yeah, 35 to 44. 35 to 44.
All right.
Leviticus 25, 35, and 44.
And if thy brother be waxing poor and fallen in decay with thee.
We talking about Israelites. It said if thy brother, right?
Mm.
Go ahead.
Then thou shalt relieve him. Yeah. That though he be a stranger or a stranger or a sojourner.
Oh, okay.
That he may live with thee.
An Israelite.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
Take thou no usury of him or increase, but fear thy Yah, that thy brother may live with thee. Thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury, or nor lend him thy victuals for increase.
Yeah, so if your brother was what fell on hard times, basically, right? He like, man, look here, can I sell myself to you and work for you? You know what I'm saying, to build my house back up. Now you couldn't hold that brother for the rest of his life.
Nah.
See, that's the difference between the Most High's by having slaves and the world about having slaves. They broke every rule that the Most High said about having servants. You know what I'm saying? They held us against our will. You supposed to let us go after 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So if that brother came to you because he fell on hard time, you ain't supposed to give him money on usury. He supposed to be like, all right, well, look, here go 5,000 when you finish. After 7 years, you owe me 8.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they do now when we go get loans. Go ahead.
Verse 38.
Yeah.
I am Yahweh your power, which brought you forth out of the land of Mitzrayim to give you to the land of Canaan before to be your power. And if thy brother that dwelleth with thee be waxing poor, and be sold unto thee, thou shalt not compel him to serve as a bond servant.
Bond servant. You're not getting redeemed and you're not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? You're not on the payroll. You my servant. You my slave. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But as in hired servant.
Oh, so if that was your brother, you gotta pay him. Yeah, he gotta get back on his feet.
Right.
So he can take care of his family. So you see the things that the law forces us to show love. All right, go ahead.
But as an hired servant and as a sojourner, he shall be with thee and shall serve thee until the year of Jubilee. Yeah. And then shall he depart from thee, both he and his children with them, and shall return unto his own family. Yeah. And unto the possession of his father shall he return. For they are my servants, which I brought forth out of the land of Mitzrayim, and they shall not be sold as bondmen, and thou shalt not rule over them with rigor. Yeah, so you can't, in your heart, you can't hate your brother like, look at this pathetic nigga knocking at my door, actually work for me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then it's just treating him any kind of way because of his condition. Right? We got people out here like that amongst our own. They do. You see them at the gas station. People looking down on people, man.
Yeah. You act like you don't even see the homeless man walking up to you.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't got no change, man. The script say don't turn your eyes away from the poor.
That's right.
That's a wicked man do that. Go ahead.
But thou shalt fear thy Elohim. Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaid, which thou shalt have, shall be of the heathen. Did I say that right, y'all? Of the heathen that are round about you. Of them shall ye buy bondmen and bondmaids. Keep going.
Now, let's go to another. We're going to go to 2 more spots, then we hopping back to the Exodus 21. Let's go to Second Chronicles. All right. Real quick, yeah. I just want to show this. Real quick.
I'm trying to, man, you said it, the way you say it, boy, just put something on it. I'm trying to say it like you say it.
Let's go to the heathen. Second Chronicles. Chapter 12. And let's do 1 through 8 real quick. Let's do 1 through 8.
Second Chronicles.
Yeah.
12.
Because you got people that read servants obey your masters. They're not even reading the scripts in this totality. It be so much stuff that they leaving out the table that it's just a sound bite, really. So let's get this. 2 Chronicles 12, 1 through 8. Go ahead.
And it came to pass when Rehoboam had established the kingdom and had strengthened himself, he forsook the law of Yah and all Israel with him. And it came to pass that in the 5th year of King Rehoboam, Shishak, king of Egypt, came up against Jerusalem because he had transgressed against the Lord with 1,200 chariots and threescore thousand horsemen, and the people were without number that came in with him out of Egypt, the Lubims and Sukkims and the Ethiopians.
Yeah.
And he took the fenced cities which pertained to Judah and to Jerusalem. Then came Shemaiah, the prophet, to Rehoboam and to the princes of Judah that were gathered together in Jerusalem because of Shishak, and said unto them, Thus saith Yahweh, ye have forsaken me, and therefore have I also left you in the hand of Shishak.
See that? You forsaken me, so I left you in the hand of this heathen. Go ahead.
Whereupon the princes of Israel and the king humbled themselves, and they said, The Lord is righteous. And when Yahweh saw that they humbled themselves, the word of Yahweh came to Shemaiah, saying, They have humbled themselves, therefore I will not destroy them, but I will grant them some deliverance, and my wrath shall not be poured out upon Jerusalem by the hand of Shishak.
And look at what the Most High about to say in this verse 8 about when he have servants and when the nations have servants. Watch this. Yeah, verse 8.
Nevertheless, they shall be his servants, that they may know my servants, and the servants of the kingdoms of the country.
You see that? They gonna be his servants, so that they gonna know the difference. See, there's a difference between when the Most High say have servants and what you do with them, and servants obeying your masters. He also hold the masters accountable, right? He said verses to the servants of the countries. Now, when they had it, now is what the Most High laid down. Is that what we've been going through? That's way different. So we know the difference, don't?
Yes, sir.
So when somebody come to y'all, be like, look, that's you read that Bible and they say y'all can have slave. Wait, you don't know what you're talking about. Let me show you some scripts real quick. All right. So let's go back to that Exodus 21.
All right.
Exodus 21. And also if you was found stealing and you couldn't pay back what you stole,
right?
You had to work that out for 6 years, 7 years.
Yeah, you serve.
Yeah, you had to be a slave. You had to be a slave. What verses we in that?
When Exodus 21.
Exodus 21. We back in Exodus 21.
Oh, okay.
Verse 2.
Verse 2. Yeah, we was in verse 2.
Yeah, verse 2.
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
And if he came in by himself, he should go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife should go out with him.
That's fair, ain't it?
Yep.
Go ahead.
If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master.
Shall be what?
Her master.
Go ahead.
And he should go out by himself.
Now, if you let your Babylonian Western mind take over, that ain't fair. Oh, what? That ain't fair. But we ain't dealing with feelings. We dealing with law.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no emotions in court. When the judge bang that gavel and say, we sentence your son to 50 years.
That's right.
Although you might fall out and holler and cry after you finish doing that, get what they still gonna do?
Take him back there.
Take him on back.
Got to walk that out, partner. That did all that crying change that judge's mind at all? No, it did not.
You know, you raised that parent blood.
That's all it did. That's all it did. Like I was watching video of this one lady. They sentenced her son to 3 life sentences. She was in the courtroom screaming, pulling out her hair out her head. And after she did all that, they drug her up out of there, drug him up out of there.
Violent emotion.
Yeah. There ain't no feelings. So don't no feelings hold up in court. Now, what's going on here? He had them children under his master's possession. Right. He's his master's possession. I keep reading.
Verse 5.
And
if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out from thee.
So if the servant say, well, dang, I love my kids, I love my family that I done made under this man's possession, I want to stay here with them. Go ahead.
Then his master shall bring him unto the judges, and he shall bring also him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever.
That's right. Go ahead.
And if a man shall sell his daughter to be a maidservant, she shall not go out as the men servants do.
You see that? So after 6 years, the maid servants don't go out like the men servants do. Because more than likely, she's being trained up to be a wife.
Mhm.
Right? Go ahead.
If she please not her master, who has betrothed her to himself, then he shall let her be redeemed to sell her unto a strange nation. He shall have no power.
You see that? Go ahead.
Seeing he had dealt deceitfully with her.
So you dealt deceitfully with her. You then consummated everything. Then you say, you know what? I'm starting to can't stand this woman now. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, you know what? Let me sell her out to these heathens, make some money out. No, no, you're not finna do that. You're not finna do that. So you got to help her be redeemed. Right. So the law is holding the man accountable for his actions dealing with a woman that, like you see that spirit out here today with the Israelite man. You sleep with a woman, then start growing a disgust for. You know, the law protected our women against it. See, these is judgments concerning our neighbor.
Yeah.
Right? And then brothers want to do all that complaining about the women. Well, like I heard one brother that he supposed to be in the scripts, he made a statement like, well, see, scripts say these women supposed to be virgins and do. I look at it like this, bro. If the men was in the house doing what we supposed to been doing, we wouldn't have to worry about that.
That's right.
We wouldn't have to worry about none of that. You know why our women is in the position that they in? Because we fell off our job.
Right.
We were supposed to be marrying our daughters off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to keep our daughters in.
Right.
But we want to run through women and just have fun.
Didn't want to have a safety clause. Well, she wasn't no virgin. Well, you weren't worried about that when you were laying with her.
But see, the law still bound you because it tell you you supposed to have the tokens of her virginity on that sheet, right? That blood. But still, when the seed of copulation passed, what you think that is? That blood, partner. So you still bound. You still bound. The law still protects her, and it still holds you accountable, buddy. That's just what it is, ain't it?
That's it, bro.
Go ahead.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
And if he have betrothed her unto his son, he shall deal with her after the manner of daughters.
That's right. So if he if a maid servant is sold to him as the father, you know what I'm saying? He raised her to be his son's wife, right? He can't change his mind and say, nah, I think I want it for myself, man. Nah, he gotta treat her like a daughter because that's his son's wife. Go ahead.
And if he take him another wife,
and if he, meaning the son, take another wife,
her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish.
Now, as the woman, what else more could you ask for? You got clothes, you got food, duty of marriage. That's due benevolence. You got everything you need right there. Right? Go ahead.
And if he do not these three unto her, then shall she go out free without money.
That's right. And that's only if you were sold as a maidservant. Because a lot of women take this scripture and say, see, if he lose his job and stop paying the bills and I can leave him. Well, was you sold to be a maidservant? Because you got to go back up to that verse 7.
I got cooking and cleaning.
Was you sold to be a maidservant? That's the question. Because that's who only that apply to. Right? That ain't a divorce clause. All right, let's go to keep reading. Keep reading. Verse 12. Yeah.
He that smiteth a man so that he die shall be surely put to death.
All right, so he that smiteth a man, you strike a man, and he died. It say you got to die behind it. You got to die behind that. And when you read the Testament of Dan, chapter 3, it tell you that anger, you know, give you supernatural strength. Even the weak man, it say his strength is strengthened twice more when he's angry. So you might just be thinking, man, I'm finna whoop this boy up real quick, and that's gonna be that on that. Now, when you get upset, you might hit that boy the wrong way in the head.
Okay, TJ, on that when you smite somebody that died. Okay, what about like when they're in service? You know, going out in battle fight. You know.
Oh, rules of war. That's rules of war.
Yeah, you got rules of engagement right here in Deuteronomy 20. You know what I'm saying? So you got stuff like that in there. But this like talking about just plain old strife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, between your brother. So if I was to hit you and you die, scripture say the judgment, I gotta die behind it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And if a man lie in wait, but y'all deliver him into his hand, then I will appoint thee a place whether he shall flee.
All right, so say you weren't looking for him. And you just bumped into him, right? Most High deliver him into your hand, just like he did Saul with David.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he had cities of refuge for you to go to. Now
Right.
the whole thing was when you go to this city, you can't come back.
Don't come back
because the avenger of blood, he gonna be
That's
hungry.
right. You ain't supposed to leave that city of refuge.
So what this gonna make us do? What do this force us to do? It force us to stop and think before we even get to the point of swinging on each other. Like, dang, even if the Most High deliver him into my hand, I'm gonna have to flee to this city. I ain't gonna be able to see my wife again. I ain't gonna be able to see my kids again. I ain't gonna be able to come to congregate again. You gotta think about all that. See, the Torah making us be circumspect. You gonna think before you raise your fist and be like, dang. Let me think about that. Even like here when they say you weren't even looking for him, the Most High delivered him to your hand. And you still, that's why David, he still didn't kill Saul.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Go ahead.
But if a man come presumptuously upon his neighbor to slay him with guile, thou shalt take him from mine altar that he may die.
That's right. Go ahead. So if you come willingly and you supposedly going to run into the altar for protection, Most High say, look, go to my altar, take him from it, and kill him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death.
Let's look at this word smite of mother and father, because see, we see a lot of this today.
Mm-hmm.
But see, if these judgments was in the earth, like you would think 100 times more before you raise your fist up to your folks. If you think it'll be a such thing as black on black crime if these judgments was being enacted in the earth?
No, sir.
Oh man, it wouldn't be no smiting each other. You're like, hold on. What's that, verse 15?
Yes, sir.
Smite it. It says Nakah. It's 52:21. It says to smite, strike, hit, beat, to slay, to kill. All right, it says to be stricken or smitten, to be stricken or smitten, to beat, scourge, clap, give a thrust, to smite, kill, slay. I want to get down here. Yeah, let's get down to the Strong's definition. It says to strike lightly or severely. So to even push your parents, you going off slightly. You know what I'm saying? They walking by and you mad and you're feeling you try to bump. Oh, you supposed to be killed for that. Yeah, you supposed to be killed for that. For real. They say what? Slightly or severely.
Yeah.
Literally or figuratively. Beat, cast forth, clap, give wounds. Go forward. So the charge and walk toward like you finna do something.
Wow.
All this consists of smiting though. All this consists of smiting. So smiting just don't consist of you hitting them with your hand.
Right.
Now they're acting like this anything.
And you know that goes along with the laws of the day, because when I was going through some of my management classes, I thought assault. I always used to thought assault was actually grabbing somebody, hitting somebody. That's not assault. Assault is you threatening my person. If I come to you and do like that's assault.
That's assault. Yeah.
They can lock you up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's assault.
Yup.
Now that's why they come up with assault with intent to commit bodily harm. See, now when I start hitting you, then you're gonna add an extra charge on it. But me threatening you, that's assault.
So when we say smite in the scriptures, he that smiteth his father and his mother shall be put to death. Now think about how in order that to have all the children. They like, dang, I can't even. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't even jump at them like I want to hit them.
Right.
Off with his head.
What about that look?
That look, oh no, that's
evil eye towards your brother.
That it say thou shalt not curse.
Mm-hmm.
right? And then another word for curse, the definition for curse is esteem lightly. And you got a lot of that going on.
Yep.
You be like you be talking to somebody, they be like, oh, who him out? That's just my sperm donor. What?
Mm-hmm.
No, the script say don't look at your parents as a light thing.
Right.
You cursing them by doing it.
Even when you see kids blowing their parents off, like you esteeming them light.
And they don't
No
even know
reverence
it that the judgment for that in our world, you supposed to be put down for that.
You got
Something
your
as
head
simple
held
as
down.
that. Something as simple as that. Go ahead.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
And he that stealeth a man and selleth him.
Don't that sound like America?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whoa. You see, they broke all the laws of slavery. Go ahead.
Or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Uh-oh.
Hey, that's that Revelation 13, ain't?
Yeah, he that lives in captivity.
See, there you go. Gonna be put to death.
Yep. Men stealers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And he that curses his father or his mother shall surely be put to death.
Go ahead.
And if men strive together, and one smite another with the stone or with his fist, and he die not, but keepeth his bed, if he rise again and walk abroad upon his staff, then shall he that smote him be quit. Only he shall pay for the loss of his time.
That's right.
And shall cause him to be thoroughly healed.
Yeah, so if you
Dr.
decide to pick up something and hit your brother with, you see what I'm saying? Then it say, if he rise again and walk abroad upon his staff, then you're gonna be cleared. He like, but that time that he missed,
you got
that time he missed out work, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't make no money for his wife and his kids. That's what you gotta do. Yeah, anytime between that, what if them baby needs some shoes? Get what you gotta do. What the baby needs some more formula. What you get what you gotta do. Get who gotta pay for all that.
If my wife car break down while you knock me out.
You see that? So what this judgment gonna do? You gonna think twice before you pick up something to hit your brother with.
And it says shall cause him to be thoroughly healed. So all the doctor bills on you too.
All the doctor bills.
Surgery, whatever you gotta go through.
It's called general damage.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Go ahead.
And if a man smite his servant or his maid with a rod, and he die at it under his hand, he shall surely be punished.
You see that? You see that what they don't read when they want to talk about slavery in the Bible. They don't read. Why they don't read none of this? The white man, the slave man used to read it. Why they ain't read this though? Because see, the script not only holds the servant accountable, it holds the master accountable too. Go ahead.
Notwithstanding, if he continue a day or two, he shall not be punished, for he is his money.
Go ahead.
If men strive and hurt a woman with child, so that her fruit depart from her, and yet no mischief follow, he shall surely be punished according as the woman's husband will lay upon him, and he shall pay as the judges determine. So
you know what I use my big sis Natima, since she with child right now. Let's say me and big bro Andre got the tussling up in this jump once Shabbat, right? And she jump in and trying to break it up. And as I'm reaching back to swing, I hit her in the stomach. And it caused her to have an early birth, right? Now, if everything is good with her child, even though she had a premature birth, what it say? It say no, and yet no mischief follow. He should surely be punished according as the husband will lay upon him. So if don't nothing happen to the child, the husband still got full discretion to do what he want to do. Like, hey, you gotta pay. Go ahead, verse 23.
And if any mischief follow, then shall thou give life for life.
So if I call her to go into a premature birth and her child died, that's mischief follow. One of my children got to die. Right on the spot. Right on the spot. That's only right. See, we got to take feelings out of it.
That's right, bro.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot.
If the baby come out with no eye, get what got to happen. Man. And it's whatever the husband say. I want that life for life. Now I want that tooth for tooth. I want that eye for eye. Whatever he say.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Burning for burning, wound for wound, strike for strike.
Go ahead.
And if a man smite the eye of his servant or the eye of his maid, that it perish, he shall let him go free for his eye's sake.
Yeah, you better let him go. you know what I'm saying, you still working a man like a dog and he out there with one eye.
Dang.
Nah, you gotta let him go.
So yeah, it's clear they ain't read this.
It's clear I ain't read this.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Raping our women and then sending them back out there to the plantation.
Right.
You think she want to work after that? You know what I'm saying? They didn't read none of this, but the judgments and the laws and the statutes holds everybody accountable. Go ahead.
And if he smite out his man servants too, or his maid servants too, he shall let him go free for his tooth's sake.
You see that? Even if you knock his tooth out, you gotta let him go. He can't serve you no more. Go ahead.
If an ox gore a man or a woman that they die, then the ox shall surely be stoned, and his flesh shall not be eaten. But the owner of the ox shall be quit.
Right?
They
Go
know
ahead.
they dog.
Yeah.
They dog eat.
Yeah. See that this what we finna get into right now. Not only do the Torah hold you accountable for what you do, but you accountable for your beast as well.
That's it.
You accountable for that. Because let's take the ox out and let's say pit bull. Because that's what we like. We like them pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? And let's say you got little kids, they play in the backyard, but your neighbor house behind you, pit bull keep digging up under the fence, getting in your backyard while your kids out there playing.
Killing time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
29.
Yeah.
But if the ox were wont to push with his horn in time
Your
past,
pit bull are known for getting the people
Right, bro.
chasing their kids back up in the house. It's known for this. Go ahead.
and it has testified to his owner, and it has been testified to his owner, and he has not kept him in, but he has killed a man or a woman, the ox shall be stoned, and his owner shall be put to death.
So not only are you accountable for what you doing, but the actions of your beast and all your property.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? Because your dog got a history of getting in folks' backyard attacking their kids. And people that came and told you about this, then it happened again, you and that beast gotta die. Go ahead.
If there be laid on him a sum of money, then he shall give for a ransom for his life whatsoever is laid upon him.
Go ahead.
Whether he have gored a son or have gored a daughter, according to this judgment shall it be done unto him. If the ox shall push a man servant or a maid servant, and he shall give unto their master 30 shekels of silver,
Right.
and the ox shall be stoned.
So you had to pay the price of a slave and your ox, so you losing money. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole, you losing plenty money. That ox is what making you money, and then you got to give up 30 pieces of silver for this slave that just died. All right? And you got to find you another slave. Go ahead.
And if a man shall open a pit, or if a man shall dig a pit and not cover it, and an ox or an ass fall therein, the owner of the pit shall make it good and give money unto the owner of them, and the dead beast shall be his.
All right, since that's your property, you didn't take responsibility for it. You got to deal with it. You got to dig that dead ox up out that hole, and you got to take care of it. That's on you. That's on you. Go ahead.
And if one of the man's ox hurt another's, that he died, then they shall sell the live ox and divide the money of it, and the dead ox also shall they divide.
Go ahead.
Each stake tonight.
Yeah.
Or if it be known that the ox has used to push in time past, and his owner has not kept him in, he shall surely pay ox for ox, and the dead ox shall be his own.
All right, chapter 22. Go ahead.
If a man shall eat an ox or a sheep, I'm sorry. Yeah, if a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep.
All right, so if you steal 1 ox, right, you had to restore 5 for 1. Now, you being the thief stealing 1, we know you ain't got 5.
Yeah.
You just trying to get 1.
Yeah.
So guess what? If you can't restore that, get what you got to do. Keep reading.
And if a thief be found breaking up and be smitten, that he died, there shall no blood be shed for him.
So say I caught somebody breaking in my house and I killed them. There shouldn't be no blood shed for me. I'm in the clear. You see what I'm saying? So if we seen that today, like today, we see people breaking people's houses and they kill the robbers, but the person still get charged with murder. For what? For what? That's unrighteous judgment.
That's right.
But see, if this judgment was in the earth, no matter what, if you was in the house that you ain't got a key to, that you don't stay there and somebody kills you, that's just that on that, bro.
That's it, bro.
If that was out here, it wouldn't be so many car break-in, house break-in. Everybody be like, man, hold on, bro. I don't know about that one.
You don't know who's strapped up there or not.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 3. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him. For he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then shall he be sold for his theft.
You see that? So if he don't get killed, he get away with it, he caught, right? He got to make full restitution. If you took an ox, you had to give me 5 for that. If you took a sheep, you had to give me 4. And if you couldn't do that, guess what? You got to work for me for 7 years. And I might be one of them horse brews. Right. After you finish working, don't cut on no TV. Come and just eat and don't go to bed. Might be one of them type brews. For 7 years, you're gonna have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? And then your woman had to be with you. So you know she pissed off because you still in that. She got to be a slave for 7 years. Ooh.
Boy, you know she gonna be on him.
Yeah. So what these judgments do, it causes us to be circumspect though.
Yeah.
Like before I go steal some, dang, I know we was in our world, I would have to restore that brother 5 of these. Yeah. Say you just bought a new car and you get that store. We was in our world, you gotta give me 4 of them or 5 of them in my discretion. Yeah, and pay all the notes. And the insurance.
And put gas in.
And put gas in it. You hear me? Tune ups, all that.
Man,
look at these beautiful laws. Go ahead.
Verse 4. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be an ox or an ass or a sheep, he shall restore double.
Yeah, go ahead.
If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution.
Hey, that's all. Let's say one of your animals got into one of my animals got into Brother Rico and Sister Jessica garden. They like, man, bro, you gotta control this, bro. I pose to come. You know what, y'all? My garden over here, my vintage is full of grapes. The best. Here go the best of mine right here. My bad. I supposed to restore that under them. You know what I'm saying? Not just, oh man, y'all be all right, man. He do that all the time. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got plenty more over there.
No, ain't none of that.
Nah, I gotta restore that. Go ahead.
If fire break out and catch in thorns, so that the stack of corn or the standing corn or the field be consumed therewith, he that killeth the fire shall surely make restitution.
You're like, dang, well, how we use this in today's time? So let's say me and Pops back in the backyard barbecuing. We stay next door to Charles and his family. They got a beautiful garden back there, all type of fruit and vegetables. Me and Pops back there having a little bit too much fun, the wine flowing. We having a knee slapping good time, not watching the grill catch on fire and burn up their garden. You know what I'm saying? Get what we got to do.
Yep.
We gonna have to pay for it. And all the property that got damaged too.
Yep.
All of it. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double.
Yeah, so I'm going out of town. Hey, little Charles, I need you to hold out this $5,000 for me, bro. Charles hit me up. Man, big bro, somebody broke in my house and stole your money. All right, so it says if the thief be found, the thief got to pay me double. So he got to pay me 10 racks when he see me. If I gave him 20, when I find that thief, he got to pay me 40. Yeah. Woo. Dang. Boy, these laws make you think twice before doing something.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
If the thief be not found, Then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges. Make sure there's a conspiracy going on to see whether he had put his hand until his neighbor's good.
Cause see what if one of y'all let me hold some money. Let one of y'all let me hold some money, right? Let's flip it. Let's say, little Charles, let me hold back 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
He like, man, look, I'm going out of town. I don't want to take all that with me. I don't trust the banks. I trust you, my brother. So I called Charles leave out of town. I called Rico. I was like, hey, Rico, act like you just robbed my house.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's 20,000 laying in the top drawer like you just robbed me.
Throw some drawers on the floor to make it look good.
Ain't like you just robbed me, bro.
Well, hey, what about, when they be doing that insurance fraud?
Same thing.
Yup. This
Same
same thing.
It's the same thing.
Usury, unjust
Right.
weights and balances.
That's it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Now, because what's so wicked about the usury is I'm coming to you for money because I'm messed up.
Right.
You gonna add interest. I already really don't have the money to pay you back for this loan.
Right.
You gonna add more money on top. I know that way I'ma always
Be
owe
in
you.
debt. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High, He set it up to where we don't have to owe no man anything but what? Love. So that's why that's so wicked. Then that's called a what? Unjust weight.
That's it, bro.
Unjust balance.
Leviticus 19 again.
Yep. Because these loan places is set up to keep the rich richer.
Mhm.
Everything is set up to keep the rich richer.
Yep.
When you look at the Most High's construct, he was looking out for the poor all the time. All the time. He made sure equity. Everybody want to talk about equality. What about equity? Because it's like everybody say, well, I just want to watch the game. Okay, let's say a black man say he want to watch the game. A white man say he want to watch the game. Mexican man say he want to watch the game. But see, the white man might have a good quality TV to watch his game on, right? But you will get the black man and a Hispanic man over here a TV. You got to smack the side of it to get the static out. They can barely see the game. But you can still see it on the screen, but you can barely see it. Everybody got an equal chance to watch the game, but everybody's circumstance is still different. So nothing is really balanced. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
For all manner of trespass, whether it be for an ox, or for an ass, for a sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another challenge to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor.
Yeah, see, the judges, they're going to be dealing with the Most High. They're going to have that Urim and that Thummim.
That's right, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Getting direct communication from the Most High on the matter. Yeah, he called Rico and told him to come rob, condemn him, and make him pay double, 40 racks.
There you go.
Ooh, well, that's harsh right there.
Yep.
You ain't even had a 20 to begin with. Go ahead.
If a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass or an ox or a sheep or any beast to keep, and it die or be hurt or driven away, no man seeing it, then shall an oath of Yahweh be between them both.
See, now you in the highest courts.
Yeah.
Cause now you gotta go on. Oh, that man 20,000 that came up missing, and you just so happened to get robbed. That same day he dropped 20,000 off, and you want to deny it? Oh no! All right, let's make him go on. Oh, all right. See, now it's bound in the heavens. So now you better not be lying.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That he has not put his hand unto his neighbor's good.
Right.
And the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good.
All right. He should not make it good. Mean make up for the loss. Go ahead.
And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof.
Right.
If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good, that which was torn.
Okay, go ahead.
And if a man borrow aught of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he shall surely make it good.
You see that? If a man borrow out of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he should surely make it good. So let's say if I let you borrow my car, and I get in it, I get back in it. My transmission wasn't slipping like this before I let you drive it. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about right there. Go ahead.
15.
So we even got to be careful asking the bar certain things. Cause
right.
some brothers and sisters throw you with that. That car been toe up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll see an opportunity like, oh yeah, that just messed up. So I'm gonna let him drive it and blame him.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get my car fixed for the low. You know, you got scandalous people out here like that.
Yep.
Go ahead.
15.
Mm-hmm.
But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be a hired thing, it came for his hire.
16.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed,
let's get enticed. Let's see what that means. Let's see what entice means. Entice.
Mm-hmm. Dropping that Mac line down.
Yeah, you drop some flavor down.
Mm-hmm. Get them 7 digits again, girl.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You do.
66. All right, it says 6601 patha. Listen to what it say: to be spacious, to be open, be wide, be spacious, or open or wide, to make spacious, make open, to be simple, to entice, to deceive, to persuade. So you done persuaded this woman out of her most precious jewel. You done deceived her out of it. You done opened her mind up to all the, you know what you done did. Be simple, be naive, be deceived, be gullible, to persuade, to seduce, to deceive. So you spit a little flavor, right? And it says that is not betrothed. So this woman that had no husband, go ahead.
And lie with her. He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
He shall do what?
Surely endow her to be his wife.
Now just get rid of her.
Surely endow her to be his wife.
Surely endow her to be his wife. Now check this. Now see, the Torah hold the men responsible, right? So you didn't lay down with the woman. Now what's next? 17.
If her father utterly refused to give her unto him.
See, it was consensual on both of y'all end, but you didn't even check with her father first. You ain't check with her father at all. Now her father still had the right to say,
Yep.
Go ahead.
He shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins.
Ooh. He shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. Her father can still refuse it.
Yep.
You see, but that held the men accountable. And Deuteronomy 22 would tell you when you do something like that, the elders will take you out in the city and chastise.
That's it.
That means beat you.
Beat the brakes off of you.
Beat you for running through the daughters like that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Then you want to sit there and take advantage of the sister because, these sisters want to love. You know what I'm saying? I don't too much look at it like they being gullible, falling for the wrong men. A lot of times they make bad choices. But see, if, like I say, if we was raising our daughters up, teaching them what to look for, what not to look for in these scripts, we wouldn't have to worry about none of this with our women.
But see, back in those days, those sisters was raised to be somebody's wife.
That's
and they was raised to be, humble and
that's right.
Makers at home and chaste and all that. So when a brother slid up on one of them, a Hebrew brother, they was ready to, okay, this might be the Most High telling me this my husband.
That's right.
So they were ready to roll with it.
That's right.
Just like when the Most High bought Eve Adam, she didn't have no, is somebody else out there? Yeah. Now she just went on with the roll, Yeah. And so these brothers slide up on these sisters today, doing the same thing, but they misuse and abusing these sisters.
Yeah, and that's
Yep.
Yeah, that's oppression, believe it or not.
Right.
And see, a lot of this is what our brothers not realizing, and you got brothers in the truth that's running through women like this.
Yep.
Like that's what you not realizing, bro. The scripts say he's a father to the fatherless, and a lot of these women that you running through don't have fathers. So you think they big brother in heaven ain't gonna hear their voice when they cry out?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You running through them because she didn't have a man that was there to tell her little baby girl, these were the type of men that's out here. And then what the script say, what you need to be looking for. She didn't have it, so you go out there and take advantage. And she cry out. You think the Most High don't hear that? Father to the fatherless. Go ahead.
Verse 18.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Whosoever lies with a beast shall surely be put to death.
Nah, everybody should say, you know what, that's their truth. Let them live their truth.
I'm pansexual.
Nah, put them to death.
You know what they saying? They'll lay with anything. They ain't bi, they ain't this. They say they pansexual. So if it's a tree, an animal, woman, or man, they'll lay with it. Mhm. Yeah, Monet.
Was that? No, Janelle Monet.
I'm pansexual.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 20.
Yeah.
He that sacrifice unto any god, save unto Yod, Wab, only, he shall be utterly destroyed.
So it ain't no freedom of religion clause.
Nah, ain't no democracy.
ain't no freedom of religion. That's an illusion.
I'm gonna read that again.
Yeah, read that again.
He that sacrifices unto any god, save unto Yahweh only, he shall be utterly destroyed.
Utterly destroyed. 21. Go ahead.
Thou shalt neither vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt.
So you know how it feels to be oppressed by another nation. Why would you do that to another nation?
Right.
Why would you tell a heathen that's trying to get down with the laws, heathen, what you doing? What you doing trying to keep the feast? You oppressing him. What you mean what he doing? He trying to get salvation just like you.
Right.
He's just a heathen trying to get salvation. Don't oppress because you was a stranger in word.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
Verse 23.
See, everybody's looked out for. These judgments, man, that's why the judgments concerning our neighbor. That's why the title of the lesson is called what it's called. Go ahead.
If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely.
Read 22.
Did I miss that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Verse 22. Ye shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child.
Ooh, or fatherless child, right? Don't afflict them. That's majority of our women growing up out here without fathers. That's majority of our households, period. We not supposed to be oppressing none of our people, nobody.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry out at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword. I will kill you with the sword.
I will kill you with the sword.
And your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless.
Go ahead.
If thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as a usurer, neither shalt thou lay upon him usury.
Because he already poor.
Right.
He coming to you asking for money, so you gonna throw interest on it too. I'm giving you 5 racks, but when you get money to pay me back, make sure it's 8. That's the interest. He said, don't do that. Go ahead. Because he always be in a position of where he owing you money. Right. Go ahead.
If thou at all take thy neighbor's raiment to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him by that the sun goeth down.
All right. So say if you wanted to borrow something from somebody and they say, all right, I'll let you borrow, but I need a little collateral. You know what I'm saying? Not because I don't trust you. That's just how we did business back in the day. All right, well, you need to borrow my car. Let me hold your
leather coat.
Something. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 27. For that is his covering only. It is his raiment for his skin.
Right.
Therein shall he sleep. Wherein shall he sleep?
That's right.
And it shall come to pass when he crieth unto me, I will hear, for I am gracious.
You see that? He say, if your neighbor get his raiment to pledge, thou should deliver it unto him by the time the sun go down. Because that's what he got to cover himself. Now, let's say he still ain't bought you your stuff back. That ain't for you to say, you know what, I'm going to hold this nigga cover. No, it's say you got to get it back. And you know what they going to make him do? They going to make that brother say, man, let me hear if we can get hold of my end of this bargain. Because this brother just gave me my stuff back and I ain't even gave him his stuff. So they going to make him get on it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make him get on it. Hurry up. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not revile the gods.
That's right.
Nor curse the ruler of thy people.
That's right.
Now, that word God means judge. Y'all. I just wanted to throw that in there. So. Yeah, that word means judges. All right. Verse 29. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruits and of thy liquors, the firstborn of thy sons shalt thou give unto me. Likewise shalt thou do with thine oxen and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with his dam. On the 8th day thou shalt give it to me.
Yeah.
And ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs.
All right, let's go to 1 John chapter 5. We're going to skip chapter 23. Let's go to 1 John chapter 5. 1 John chapter 5. 1 John chapter 5. Let's do 1 through 3. 1 John 5 and 1 through 3.
Whosoever believeth that Yeshua is Hamashiach is born of Yah. And everyone that loveth him, that begatteth, loveth him also that is begotten of him.
That's right.
By this we know that we love the children of Yah, when we love Yah and keep his commandments. For this is true love. This is the true love of Yah, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
So the true love of the Most High is keeping his commandments.
Come on, bro.
Keeping his law, which what's all under the law? The laws, the precepts, the judgments, and the statutes, right? And then it says his commandments are not grievous. When you look up that word grievous, it means burdensome. What burdensome mean? Hard to fulfill. So what is the script saying? The commandments he gave us ain't hard to fulfill. It's not. Right? How come we can't not steal so we won't have to restore and work for our brother? Like, that's what that's there for, to make us say, well, hold on, man, before I smite this man, I could hurt this woman over here that's with child, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna have to pay his bills. I'm barely paying my own bills. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you think. All right, so let's go to the last spot. Let's go see Messiah apply the same Torah. Let's go see him apply the same Torah. Let's go to Matthew 18.
All right.
Matthew 18, pick it up at verse 23.
Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants. And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him, which owed him 10,000 talents. But for so much as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife and children, and all that he had in payment to be made.
So that's what we've been reading that whole time in the Torah, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't able to pay a debt off, you got to be sold into slavery. Right now, 10,000 talents, y'all, that's like several $1 million. It's like a couple of million, a couple of M's right there. So this a big debt he owed, right? Go ahead.
The servant therefore fell down and worshiped him, saying, Master, have patience with me. I am will, and I will repay thee all. And then the Lord of the servant was moved with compassion and loosed him and forgave him the debt. But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants which owed him 100 pence. And he laid. Go ahead.
Pence. So you talking about a few nickels compared to several million.
Right.
Right. And we've been reading the whole time. The whole theme of what we were reading is for you to show mercy. Those judgments we read, it was for us to show mercy. Right. We read that if you hire your brother as a hired servant, you can rule over him with rigor. What if he was a thief and he had to be your servant? For them 7 years, you couldn't be so overbearing on that brother to where, you know what I'm saying, y'all come to blows and you knock his eye out as your servant. That 6 years, that 7 years was for y'all, man, for him to work for you and for y'all to, man, iron out them little differences y'all had. Because after 7 years, he didn't surpass what he done took from you.
Right.
So it's no reason for you to chastise him, be hard on him all 7 years like that. That you can use that time. Yeah, you can gain you a brother from the situation.
That's it, bro.
7 years. You see what I'm saying? Look, this is what the Most High set all this here for us in his law.
There you go.
Go ahead.
And he laid hands on him and took him by the throat, saying,
Yeah.
Pay me that thou owest. And his fellow servant fell down at his feet and besought him, saying, Have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. And he would not, but went and cast him into prison till he should pay the debt.
All right.
So when his fellow servants saw what was done, They were very sorry.
So what verse you at?
I'm in 31, brother.
You in 31. So when his fellow servants saw what was done, they was very sorry. Go ahead.
And came and told unto their Lord all that was done.
All right, so this is a parable, which is an earthly story with a heavenly meaning. Now,
Mhm.
what fellow servants do you have in the heavens that report to their Lord?
That's right, brother. Angels.
You see what I'm saying? So when we treat our brothers like this with no mercy, not going by the judgments we read, them fellow servants up there, they going back. They like, Lord, you see how he just treated that brother and sister right there? Go ahead.
32.
Yeah.
Then his Lord, after he had called him, said unto him, O thou wicked servant.
Oh, that what?
Wicked servant.
You wicked for that. Go ahead.
I forgave thee all that debt, because thou desirest me.
Mhm.
Shouldest not thou have had compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I had pity on thee? And his Lord was wroth and delivered him to the tormentors.
Deliver him to who?
The tormentors.
So the Mashiach's judgment on that, his judgment on that, right? He'll deliver you to tormentors. Allow evil spirits to play with you for a while till you come back to your senses and pay that debt. Go ahead.
Till he should pay all that was due unto him.
That's right.
So likewise shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not everyone his brethren of their trespasses.
Not just from your mouth. Not I forgive you, and then still continue to treat the brother and sister funny. He said from your mind. He said from your mind, let all that go up here. From your mind, then he said, I'll forgive you of your trespass.
That's right.
But this the Messiah using what we read in the Torah. He used it right here, right, and applied it. But that's the lesson. Judgments concerning our neighbor.
All praise. All praise. All right. So we'll be here next week. We'll be back here next week, next Shabbat for the class. We got that secured down. I just saw Brother Ward posted up in the
Say this one in South Haven.
in South Haven. I'm sorry. Did I read that wrong?
Yeah, it's in South
Yeah, okay. So next two, he said the next Shabbat. Yeah, next Shabbat we're gonna be in South Haven. My bad. So I'm glad he's seen that. I just read it wrong. So we'll be at the South Haven home too next week. Monday night, I'll be doing a lesson on Purim. That's the next. That's our. We're not gonna be doing anything. We're gonna try to get something done next year, but won't be doing anything from Purim. But doing a lesson Monday afternoon or Monday night. I'll be doing that lesson. I'm gonna come at it a little bit different way than just being traditionally taught. Gonna be the same story, but I'm gonna add something in there just so we'll know, because I've been getting a lot of questions. I even got a question this morning on the way to class about Edom and Esau. So we're gonna be looking at that. It's very appropriate that question came up, because that's what I've been doing my studying on here the last couple of weeks and what I've been reading on. So we're gonna tie that back into the story of Esther and Purim. So that's what we'll be doing Monday, and then next Shabbat. I think I'm up next Shabbat. For next Shabbat, we'll be doing that. Brother Ward is gonna do the Friday night class part 2 of the lesson that he did last night. So other than that, we got any other announcements?
We had permission to do the serving for alms deed
on the 15th.
On the 15th for lunch service.
For lunch service.
Yeah, just let her know for sure what that time be, 12 or 1.
Okay.
So I told her
You know what you want?
Let's do one. Let's do one.
All right. So anybody want to meet us out there and help serve or bring something?
Who gonna make the meats and stuff? Just one
Me
person
and Katie, we making one.
And then we making one too.
the 15th.
So
Pot roast. You want
two
two?
roasts to be enough? Or
Two.
should we
Yeah,
buy two?
I'm getting
You getting two, right?
I'm getting 2.
So we'll get two.
Yeah, because I don't know how big that is.
Dessert for
How about the side?
It's gonna be like some rolls and some rice, white rice.
Okay.
And I'll give rolls and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we leaving there at a certain time?
We're gonna serve at one, so we probably should be there probably about 12.
Yep.
Set up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So anybody want to come out, and anybody need the information, y'all can give it one of the sisters, or you can post it where we're gonna be at next Sunday. Next Sunday, doing our alms deed. All right. So with that, we're gonna stand. If ain't no more announcements, all right. I ain't thinking.
I was gonna think on grab some stuff.
Okay, that'll be fine, sis. Yeah. All right.
I got the, plates and forks and stuff.
Do they have a place down there, Jessica?
Sometimes they do, we always try to get-
Okay.
Okay. All right, grab some.
All right. All right. Anything else? All right. Well, that's all. We're gonna stand and face Jerusalem. We're gonna turn out. We're gonna read Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verses 13 and 14. First, in unison. All right. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Hallelujah.
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 Praise the mighty God.
Praise the mighty God. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath. We gonna sign off, family. We thank y'all for tuning in, and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath.
Exodus 21.